Hello, welcome to Pilates. We are going to be doing a full hour of Pilates today. We'll start standing and we'll come down to the mat here in a few minutes. I want you to make sure that you have a mat today, and that's it. We don't need anything else. Maybe a bottle of water, maybe a sweat towel. If you're like me, I sweat a lot more at home than I do at the gym. I assume that's just because I don't keep it quite as cool as I do in the gym. So we're going to do kind of somewhat of a themed class today, not exactly, but if you ever watch Sesame Street, they always had the letter of the day. And today our letter of the day is going to be O. So you can think about a lot of circles. Will you adjust it, please? Sorry. Fixing both cameras here. Thank you. All right. So we're going to start today as we typically do. We're going to start by breathing, and we're going to focus on breathing quite a bit throughout the class, as always Pilates class we do. So I want you to think about how you're going to pull your abs up and in, hiding the belly button behind the sternum. Inhale comes in through the nose and out through pursed lips. So you should actually be able to hear your breath. So shoulders back and down. We're going to come onto the mat right in the center. Bring the heels together and toes together in parallel. Shoulders back and down. Draw yourself up nice and tall. I don't know if you can see my hand up there, but that's all right. Shoulders back. You know it's still attached, I assume. So we're going to draw ourselves up and in. We're going to start off by breathing. I want you to inhale nice and deep in through the nose. And let the rib cage expand out and not up. Now exhale, blow that air out through pursed lips. And go again. Inhale. And exhale. Good. In class, here's where we use the mirror. So if you need a little bit of proprioceptive feedback here, inhale. And feel the hands expand. Exhale. Blow the belly button up and in. Again, inhale. Feel those hands coming apart, not up. And exhale. Good. Two more times. Shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent job. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Leave that belly button right where it is. So it's going to kind of stay tucked up there the whole time. As you bring your arms out here, palms facing me. Inhale, exhale, rock back on the heels to open the toes. So now you're in first position, and you should find all of your legs starting to engage and zip up those thighs all the way up. Don't let any light come in from in between them. Perfect. Shoulders back and down here. I'm going to step forward just so you can see my torso and so I don't hit the wall. Good. So your fingers are forward to me. We're going to pull those abs up and in, and think about keeping your hips facing me as we twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale to center and exhale, twist. 1, 2, 3. Belly button in tight, squeeze those legs together. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale, twist. Good. One more time like this. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now, just rotate your thumbs down and do the same thing. Draw those shoulders back and down. Pull yourself up. Pull those abs in. Squeeze the light out from between those thighs, squeezing the upper thighs together. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Good. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze those legs together. Spread the feet out a little bit more. Good. You're looking over that back shoulder each time. 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Abs pulled up and in a little bit tighter. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. One more time to the other side. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Good. Bring those arms down. Roll the shoulders a few times here. Good. Making those circles, that letter of the day. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse that for 8. Inhale, exhale. 7, 6. Pull those abs up and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Float those arms up again. This time have those fingers reaching out and palms down. Reach longer through each one of those fingers and make sure you can see your thumbs out of your peripheral vision. So you're still looking at me and you can see both of those thumbs wiggling. Now inhale forward and exhale around and back up. Inhale and exhale. Good. So you're writing your letter O on each of the opposing walls in your house. 4, abs tighter. 5, squeeze those legs. 6, 2 more please. 7 and 8. We're going to reverse that. Inhale and exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Perfect. I want you to just reach those arms up here. Shoulders are back and down. So don't squeeze those shoulders up next to the ears and tuck the chin, but rather draw them back and down. Perfect. Now we're going to make a big circle with the entire body from the waist up. All right. So we're going to round down. And then I want you to sweep around and back to the other side and go again. Good. So we're making that circle again, that letter O. Keep those feet planted. The hips come with you, just warming up that spine here. Good. We're almost there. We'll just do one more each direction. And finish here. And come down. Good. Shoulders back and down. Let yourself just stay down here. We're going to warm up the shoulders a little bit. We do this sometimes to cool down, but I want you to make little circles toward the floor here. And they're going in opposite directions of one another. 3. Inhale, exhale. 2. And 1. Reverse the circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull your abs in and stack yourself back up. 1 vertebra at a time. Okay, so we're just about done on the mat here. We've got a couple more things to do. I'm going to turn sideways, and we're going to do a knee lift to a step back. Whoa, and we're going to use balance. I lost it there. I don't know why. I think my mat's okay. All right, so I've got my left leg forward, right leg back. You might have the opposite. It does not matter to me. We're going to try to just tap that back leg and then draw that knee back up. So how are you going to engage your balance? You're going to pull those abs up and in and draw those shoulders back and down. All right, so draw the knee up and reach. Tap and down and tap. 2 and up and tap. 3, up and tap. 4, use those abs. Spread the toes out on that supported foot. And 6, good. And we're going to switch here. So place that foot down, draw the other knee up, reach. Good. 6. Just tap that foot down. The weight stays in your supported foot. Good. 1 more, please. And 1. Good. Now bring yourself back to the back, up to the front of the mat. I'm just kidding, back. We're going forward. Sorry, can't read my handwriting. I actually have notes today, which is unusual, but I thought that I was making things a little bit trite or repeating too much, so I changed some things up today. So I want you to go ahead. We're going to do the same thing. Lift that knee up and tap forward and back. A little bit more of that weight going into the front. Good. Bend that back knee a little bit more. And there's 6. And other side. Draw the knee up, inhale, and exhale. 6. Now your hands can be where you need them. Maybe even on that wall next to you. 2. And 1. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing. A knee lift out to the side, and the torso is going to turn the other way. So bring your arms up, shoulders back, knee and side, and up, and tap, Use control, barely tap that toe. And one more. And 6, good, and knee down. Other side, and tap. 6, 5. Use your abs. 4. Challenge that balance. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. 2 more things to do standing here. I want you to, I'm just kidding, 3 more things to do standing. Bring that leg out toward me and bring yourself first into that first position. So heels are together, toes are apart. We're going to do standing leg circles here. Arms are out for balance, or again, holding onto the wall should you need it. Reach long through the toe to lift that leg up, all the way to hip height if you can. Inhale and exhale. 6, soft knee here. 5, 4, abs tighter. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? We got to go the other way. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Abs tighter. And 1. And replace that foot. Good. Wiggle those legs out a little bit. Let's go to the other side. Shoulders back. Inhale and exhale. Reach that leg long enough. Inhale toward the body and exhale around and up for 6, 5. Gain that balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that knee in. Good. So last thing is a rond de jambe, which means around the world. And we're going to make our leg go in a big circle all the way around us. So I want you to take your foot across the body here. And we're going to bring those arms the opposite way. Shoulders back, point that toe long, just let it tap. Now that whole leg is going to come around and will be behind the arms going the other way. So open. Oh, lost my balance. And go around. There's 6. Losing it today. 5. Feels like a real class, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. Remember, if you are balancing, having a challenge with balance, wobbling, that's when you're actually working the balance. If you could stand here all day and you don't have some wiggle in the ankle and wiggle in the abs, you're actually not working the balance. You're good at balance, but you're not challenging it. So if you have a little bit of trouble, I'd prefer that than to just be able to do it without any challenge. All right. Arms go the opposite way. Shoulders back. Point that toe. Inhale and exhale. Can you bring that toe all the way back to the opposite side? 3, 4. Soft knee. Make sure it's not locked. 5. One more, please. And 6. Excellent. All right. Now bring those legs wider than your shoulders and turn the feet in to parallel. So you're not in a big plie. The toes are in. Shoulders are back and down. Reach long through the fingertips here. Good. Now, make sure your hips are not tucked back, right? So I don't have that bottom back. I've got the bottom in the bottom, not a behind, right? So if your shoulders to your hips were a box, tuck that bottom into the bottom and not out at the behind, yeah? All right, so point the fingertips long away from you. Soft-ish knees. They're going to be pretty straight. You're going to get a good stretch in here. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to bring one arm up, the other arm across the body, and then we're going to hinge right from the belly button, aiming this pinky finger right out to the outside of that pinky toe. So inhale and exhale, reach. 1, 2, 3 small pulses. Pull yourself up, stack tall. Inhale and exhale, reach. 1, 2, 3. Stack up tall. Inhale and exhale, reach. 1, 2, 3. Use your abs to stack each and every vertebra one at a time. And reach. 2, 3. Stack back up. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Belly button in. Stack up. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Can you get the fingertips close to the mat, or can it touch? 1, 2, 3. I want you to look over that back shoulder and up toward that top thumb. 2, 3. Good. Stack up. Inhale and exhale. Reach. 2, 3. So those legs are pretty straight but not locked. And 1, 2, 3. And come up tall. Bring those arms down. Roll the shoulders. Grab a drink if you need it. And then we're going to come down to the mat right into our ab series. This is also known as our series of 5. We're going to go right into position to go right into our 100. We're actually going to do the 100 twice today, 2 different ways. Aren't you excited? All right, so come to the front edge of the mat. Some of you that know me well are like, she doesn't do the 100 anyway. It's always more than that, right? Giving away my secrets. Bring the toes behind you. Shoulder tips back and down. Reach the arms up. Bend your knee. Come down onto the shin. Shoulders come back. Round your spine. Back. Hips are down. Now I'm going to untuck that foot and roll myself down 1 vertebra at a time, looking right at my own belly button. Arms reach long next to you. And keep the head and shoulders off of the mat. So I'm not trying to come all the way down here. I'm trying to stay right here. If you're new to Pilates, you're going to keep your feet right here on the mat as we pat the bottom. If you are not new to Pilates, you might try that intermediate version with the legs in tabletop. A little bit more advanced, you might have those legs straight up, still in a Pilates V, heels together. Or most advanced, you might try to lower and raise. I'm going to do a few different things today with the 100, so get ready. You might find yourself changing things up a little bit. I'm going to start in that intermediate position here. Reach long, squeeze the light out from between the legs. And the farther away your knees are from your hips, the more you'll feel it right in these lower abdominals. All right, ready? Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right leg down, left leg up. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it. Circle around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the other leg. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Open it up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower. Squeeze the legs together. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back into tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Head down. Hold on to those shins. Rock and roll a little bit side to side. Nice job. How about that 100? A little bit more challenging than normal. Again, the letter of the day is O. So we are trying to get lots of circles in today. We're going to keep going on that ab series. So we're going to go right into our double leg stretches. Reach long through the head and neck again. Unless you need to keep that head down, a little pillow or a little squishy ball might be good for under that neck if you have one available. Pause me and come back. Or you might end up needing to support your head in your hand. So you'll use one hand and place it right at the base of your hair. Let the head relax into the hand. Don't pull up against it. And then you'll just use one arm for your movements. All right, reach long through the head and neck. Tuck a pencil under the chin. Round up. Pull your belly button in tight and squeeze those knees to your forehead. How tight can you go? All right, inhale. Both the arms and the legs away. Open around and tuck back in. There's 6. 5. Now the lower you take those legs, the harder this is. 3. But I want you to maintain that contact with the small back into the mat. And last time here. Good. Same thing, just straighten those legs up. Now, you might keep your hands right on your shins as you come down and up, or you might want to give them a little stretch and really pull behind those calves. If your legs are not straight, you're going to grab behind the hamstrings. Good. Keep going. 4, 5. Squeeze the light up from between those legs. And 6. Good. Tuck in. Rock and roll side to side. How is your neck? If your head is getting tired, I want you to keep it down for these next 2. If you can keep it up, do so, but pay attention. This is not something we often do with our head up like this, so it might be fatiguing more easily than you would like. We're going to tuck the right knee in, and left leg's going to start pretty close toward the ceiling. Right hand comes right below that right knee on the shin. Left hand right above the ankle, also on the shin. Now I want you to kind of reset those shoulders, pull them back and down. Pull the abs in tight. Reach long through the head and neck. Tuck that pencil under the chin and round up. Again, keeping your eyes trained right on your midsection. Pull it in for a double inhale. So it's a little inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. So that little knee pulse is up to you. It might not be super tight if your hip is mad. Might want to bring that other one a little bit longer. Once again, maintaining that small back right in that mat. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. And straighten both legs. Head down if you need a break. Remember, if your leg has bends in them, if your hamstrings don't want to go straight, and that's a common problem, then you're going to go ahead and put the hands behind the thigh here, right on your hamstring. If you can bring both of them straight, reaching long through the head and neck, you're going to walk those hands all the way up, pulling those abs in. We're going to do another double inhale. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good work. Oh, I love these. This is one of my favorites. Good work. One more, please. And then we're going to go right into working our obliques. Our crisscross is next. Head down. Take a tiny break for that head and neck if you need it. So this is one where we kind of build all the way up together. I talk about getting onto the bus together, but getting off maybe at a different bus stop. So if your head and neck are tired, or you need to kind of keep it at a good level for you, you take that option, okay? So we're going to start everyone with our head down. Unless you know the crisscross, you can go right into it and do it the whole time. Obviously, I won't know. But we're going to start like that so that you can get that movement through the obliques without stressing the neck any farther. And then if you want to, we'll add on to that. So fingertips come behind the ears. Shoulder blades are back and down. We're going to reach long through the head and neck. Are you ready to tuck that pencil round all the way up? Good. Just kidding. Head down first, I said. Tuck the knee to the opposite shoulder each way. And then you can start to extend that other leg. Inhale and exhale. Extend. And reach. Opposite knee, opposite shoulder. Good. All right. Now let's bring the head up. And this time, instead of extending long, we're going to extend up to the ceiling. This is level 2. Reach long. Come on up. And reach. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now, I want you to think about leading with your armpit or your shoulder rather than your elbow. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You want to make it a little bit more challenging. You'll extend that leg long. Good. Keep going. All right, just one more addition should you want it. We're going to do that with straight legs. So inhale. Good. So exhale on the hardest part, which is the lift and the extension. And inhale as you come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring your knees in, hands on your shins, rock and roll. Let's take a good abdominal stretch here. We're finished with our ab series, our series of 5, which actually is basically a warm-up for the rest of the class because Pilates is all about your abs. If you are unsure, now you know. Reach the fingers long overhead and reach those toes long away from them. So I want you to feel as though you're being pulled in opposite directions, rounding that spine up off of the mat. Good. Belly button lifted toward the ceiling. There is space between your small back and the mat. Round a little bit more, reach a little bit longer. I encourage you to wiggle your fingers and toes to remind you that we do not stop moving in Pilates. It's one long movement. Inhale and exhale. Just reach longer to the right side, fingers and toes, center, left side, a little bit longer. One more time to the right, reach, 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 and to the left. Good. And release that. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and pull your shoulders back and down and keep your hands up. Pull now your abs in and squeeze that small back into the mat. Flex your feet and engage your legs. So I want you to feel those glutes engage. Feel the abs squeeze in like you're trying to pull that belly button again behind your sternum. Your abdominals, you want to feel like they originate in between your legs. So everything is engaged. Go ahead and reach long through the head and neck again. And we're going to roll ourselves up one vertebra at a time off of this mat. Try to keep your legs anchored. Inhale and exhale. Tuck, reach. Each and every vertebra presses into the mat before it comes up. Good. Round, round, round. All the way to the top. Shoulders come back and down. Now reach out over the feet with the shoulder blades coming to the outside of the ribcage. Reach, reach, reach. Pull the belly button in tight. Stack up tall. Inhale and exhale. Tuck and roll again. Belly, belly, belly. Abs. Each and every vertebra. This is super challenging. Good. I want you to try it one more time. If you find that your legs need to come up or you need to grab onto something to come up, I'll show you a modification, but I want you to try one more time to keep those legs anchored. I find that sometimes if we try it a couple of times, we can get it. All right, so legs are anchored. Squeeze the hips in, feel the small back, thumbs down, pinkies up like you're clapping, reach long through the fingers. Inhale and exhale, tuck. Each and every vertebra, round, round, round that spine. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. And legs stay on the mat. Tall, shoulder blades back and down. Reach those shoulders to the outside of the rib cage and try to reach all the way out, maybe past your toes as far as you can go. Stack back up. Inhale and exhale, tuck and roll. Good, and this is the one where I'll show you that modification should you need it. So if so far you've not been able to come up without those legs lifting or even grabbing on or using momentum, you're going to try it like this. If you can, you'll keep those legs down. So I'm going to go ahead and bend my knees and really press that small back in. So all of my legs are engaged. They're not just hanging out, right? Everything's pulled in. Inhale and exhale. Tuck and roll. Now when I get to about here, I'm just going to grab behind those thighs. Keep myself rounded and come up. Inhale, exhale. Everything goes long and reach again. Pull yourself up tall. Inhale and exhale. Tuck and roll. Squeeze those legs. Good. We're halfway there. Show me what you got. I'll do one more time modified. Pull those abs in tight. Reach. Inhale and exhale. Grab if you need to. Round the spine. Good. If you've been in my class before, you've probably heard me say that this move right here took me about 6 months to get correct. And that was, 13 years ago when I was learning to teach Pilates. And that was 2 babies ago. I have 5 babies, so I only had 3 13 years ago. All right, we're going again. Pull those abs in. To make it more challenging, if you want to, you're going to keep those elbows right next to the ears. Pull those abs in. Inhale and exhale. Reach. Instead of reaching out long, keep your hands next to the ears. Anchor the legs nice and slow. The slower you go, the harder it is. Inhale and exhale. Reach shoulder blades to the outside of the ribcage How low can you go here? Good. Belly button in tight, stack tall. We've got just one more. Round the spine. Keep those legs anchored and engaged. Do not forget about them. Everything is working here. Good. To make it just one step harder if you want it, point the toes and bring those legs just a little bit wider. Pull the abs in. Inhale. Squeeze that small back in. Use your glutes. Round the spine. All about the abs. Slow it down. Slower. Don't beat me up. Good. It's a race. I want to lose. Inhale and exhale. Reach. And stay tall here. Good. I want you to bring your legs in and bend the feet. Bend the knees so the feet are on the mat. We're going to do a little bit of a roll down. So we just did the roll up. We're going to do a roll down. Then we're going to move into a roll over. Good. So I want you to pull your abs in tight and roll down just to the back side of your tailbone and come up. Good. And do it again. Little bit deeper. And up. And a little bit deeper still. Maybe the small back barely touches. Good. Did you notice my feet want to come up? Try to keep them anchored. And one more like that. Get as low as you can. Maybe just to the shoulder blade tips. And back up. Good. So now back to our letter of the day. We're going to roll ourselves down and make a big O with our body. Good. So we're going to keep going the same way. Good. Let that torso come with you. Inhale and exhale. There's 6. Go the other way. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Make each circle a full breath. And 6. Perfect. Let's roll on down all the way to the mat. Shoulders back and down. Place your hands right next to you. Make sure I'm on this mat here. So we are going to do a roll over. This is one, every single time I teach this one, I want to talk to you about any spinal issues. If you have been diagnosed with osteopenia, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, any osteos basically, or you have some lower back issues, bulging disc issues, degenerative disc issues, those kinds of things, you're going to just keep with the very beginning of this movement, which is a ceiling kick, all right? So you're going to do that as many times as you can, take a break and do a few more. So you'll kind of find your pace and your rhythm there, but I don't want you to bring your legs all the way up, both compressing the spine and adding extra weight to it. So even if you think you can, or your body is capable, if you have any of those conditions, especially osteoporosis or osteopenia, those do not have pain until you've broken a vertebra or something, and we do not want that. So just listen to what you know about your body. So we're going to all start together just by bringing those legs up and extending out to about 45 degrees. Now here, my spine wants to round up, and I'm going to really work against that to pull that small back in. Now from here, point your toes and kick the ceiling and come down slowly. Tuck in this bottom shirt here. So you're going to do that nice and slow. The slower you go, the harder it is. So be prepared to make that as slow as you can go. We're going to do 2 more like that all together. Point the toes and kick and slowly lower down. Good. Flex your feet this time. See what that difference makes. And slowly lower down. So we're just going straight up and down. Now, we're going to go ahead and try to bring those legs over. And today we're going to do just one regular roll over. And then we're going to change it, adding a little bit of a circle with the legs. Doesn't that sound fun? Shoulders back. Pull those abs in. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Good. Now bring those legs down. You could bend the knees here if you would like to, or if your legs don't want to stay straight. And just extend long. And you should be looking right at your knees or thighs here. Belly button pulls in, and we're going to extend the spine down into the mat. Use your abs. Keep those legs steady. Good. So again, you might still just be kicking that ceiling, and that's okay. Now I'm going to reach long. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Bring your toes all the way to the floor if you can. Good. I'm going to flex them. I'm going to open them wide. Bring them together at the top and then roll back down. Let's do that one again. Up and over. Kick. Flex the feet. Touch the toes down. Wide. Together. Belly button in. And slowly, using your abs, lower down. Good. Now we're going to do one more like that, and then we're going to change it so the circle goes the other way, and that'll be it. Pull those abs in, up and over, toes down. Can you go a little bit farther? Open wider. Pull the abs in. Straighten those legs up and come down slowly. Good. Now we're going to open the legs, bring them out, tap them down, bring them together. You ready? Pull those abs in. Start about 45. Inhale. Exhale up. Tap the toes. Good. Bring them together and up and open to come back down. Good. So think about a little circle. And together, make that circle. And down. And up. Tap. Last time here. Up. Open. Point the toes. Squeeze down slowly. And one. Nice work. Bring those knees in. A little bit of a side-to-side movement to release the spine. Grab behind the legs. Rock and roll up to seated. And come tall here. Grab a drink if you need it. Good. And then we are going to go down into our 100 position again, head and neck long. And we're going to try to do circles with the legs a little bit quicker than we did last time. We're actually only going to do about 50 because I'm running out of time. So tuck and roll. Bring those legs in. Bring them up. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So your circles may be slower or faster than mine. Or your head might need to be down here. Good. And pause. Shoulders back and down, other way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Good. Bring the knees into tabletop. Reach the arms long. I want you to pretend like you're clapping so your palms are facing each other. Your feet are just going to come right down onto the mat here. Pull your abs in, squeezing that small back into the mat, and engage your knees in toward each other so they're going to have some pressure. Reach up. I want you to reach those shoulders all the way off of the mat. Can you come any higher? Good. Now just let the shoulder blades drop back to the mat. And reach and drop. 2, 3, 4. How are those abs? Stay still engaged. 1 more. And 6. Perfect. All right. Bring the arms down. 1 more leg circle on our back here, and then we're going to flip over. So point the toe long and externally rotate that whole leg. Now, you can have this leg just like this, foot flat and engaged in, so it's not just hanging out, it's engaged, or you can extend that leg long. This one's a little bit more challenging, especially for those of us with tight hamstrings. So I'm going to start like this, and then I'll go ahead and extend it after a couple of repetitions here. So pull those abs in, reach that leg long, and point the toe away. So the entire leg is pointed away from the body. Inhale toward the body. Exhale around and up. 1. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go the other way. Inhale away and exhale 6. I want you to engage that opposite glute. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's switch sides. Point that toe. Point it away. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5. Press down into that foot Engage the glute. Good. 2 and 1. Reverse it. Inhale and exhale. 6 and 5 and 4 and inhale, exhale. 3, 2 and 1. Perfect. Bring that knee in and extend that leg long. Now we are going to, hopefully I've got enough room here. I'm going to move just a little bit off the mat here. We are going to go into a bigger leg circle here. So we're going to bring that leg up. It's going to come across the body and that hip comes with it. Extend your arms long for a little bit of a counterbalance here. Now, can you bring that toe up to your nose and open around as wide as you can and back across? 1, 2, good work. Squeeze. 3, keep that foot flexed this time. 4, 5, and 6. Good. Place that foot down. And bring that other leg up. Flex the foot. Bring it across. Bring that toe toward the nose. And all the way around. So the hip is coming with you. 4. Good. Do you have one side that's happier to do this than the other? Usually that's the case. One side gets a little sassier. And one more all the way up toward the nose and across. Good. And we're going to come into our face down position, our prone position. And I want you to come onto your forearms here. Belly down. Good. So we're in a little bit of a mini swan here. I want you to place your feet flat behind you. Your forearms, elbows are right under your shoulders. Shoulders are back and down. Bring yourself down all the way. Head resting on the mat. Now, this might not be crazy comfortable for your shoulders, and that's okay. Inhale. And exhale. Lift your gaze, your nose, your chin, your forehead, and then squeeze the shoulder blades back as you lift up. Good. And down again. Now I want you to engage your legs a little bit more this time. Inhale and exhale. Engage those legs. Reach, gaze, nose, chin, shoulders. A little bit higher. Good work. And one more time like this. Inhale and exhale. Engage, engage, engage through the glutes, all the way through the abs. Lift a little bit higher and come back down. Now I want you to let your head face me. Bring your fingertips and interlace them behind your back, placing them onto the small of your back and letting your arms open here. Good. Your head can be on the mat here or not, all up to you. We're going to go ahead and bend both of our knees and bring them together as though we have a fish tail or a mermaid tail, right? So they are squeezed together. They do not come apart. They want to. Shoulders back. We're going to inhale and exhale. Kick both the arms and the legs back and come in. Look the other way. Inhale and exhale. Kick. Use a little bit of force and use your abs. Keep those knees together to steady the body. Good. One more. Perfect. All right. I want you to place your hands next to you. And we're going to reach long through the head and neck, lifting ourselves up. Shoulder blades back, hands are still on the mat. Now reach long through the legs and bring them up as well. Shoulder blades back and down. Reach the arms up behind you. And now we're going to pat the water with another 100. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, use those abs more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze those legs together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 50. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze those legs more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Round yourself back. Good. And bring yourself back out. We're going to come onto one hip here. Shoulders back and down. So we're going to go right into a little bit of a side work here. This is one of my favorite series to do. So you may have done it with me before. I want you to start off with your knees stacked. This is one where we kind of build up and make it harder each time. So if you need to stay at the basic or a little bit above that, you stay at whatever level is best for you. Kim, this one's enough. You do that, all right? Shoulders back. Now pretend like you tied a string around both of those knees, and we're just going to pull that string back so the knees come back. Now try to focus right here on this oblique, on that top hip. Ready? Grab your string, pull it back. 6, 5, 4. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades together a little bit. 2, 1. Good. Keep that arm up and those legs stacked. Now, some people would prefer to go ahead and stagger the hands. That's okay. See what works best for you. This time, we're just lifting the hip. Inhale and exhale, hip. Reach. 2. You might want to be down here if your wrist hurts. 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Extend your top leg. And then I want this knee to come back so it's under that thigh. So whatever you need to do to get that. All right, I'm going to stay on the mat here with both feet. So we're going to draw those shoulders back and down. Pull your abs up and lift and come down. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So the next version is to lift that bottom knee after we lift this leg up. And then our final version, we're actually going to do circles with that top leg, whether this bottom knee is down or extended so that you're on the side of that foot. Excuse me. All righty. So shoulders back, knees stacked. Inhale, exhale, up. Now, lift that leg, bring that down. Now, this knee comes up and reach. Press down, lift up and reach. Press through that foot, lift through that inner thigh. Good. 5 and 6. Good. So now, either stay right here. I'm going to come down onto my forearm just for my elbow, my wrist sake. So I'm going to come up here. Again, you can have both legs long. This top leg is going to do circles. I want you to shoot for 4 to 6 each direction. But if you got a couple less than that, that's okay. Give me what you got. We still have to do the other side. So don't kill yourself. Shoulders back. Inhale and exhale up. And reach that top arm up. Look at it. Reach long through that foot. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3. You can switch anytime you're ready. And 1, reverse. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And done. Woohoo! All right, come over to the other side. Roll the wrists and stack those knees again. So remember, you're just going to stick with whatever version is best for you today. Listen to your body, see what you have available today. Wrap that string around those knees. Inhale and exhale, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. You know what's next? We're going to either stagger those feet if that's more comfortable for you, or keep them stacked. We're lifting the hip again. Inhale and exhale, hip reach. So the knees and chin stay down. Good. 4, 2 more, please. 5, and 6. Wonderful job. All right, now we're going to lift that top leg, shoulders back, and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now place that foot down, bottom knee up if you can. Get those knees stacked. Ready? Inhale and exhale up. Place that foot down. Coming off my mat here. Place that foot down. Lift the knee. Reach down. Lift. Good. 4. Make the knee come right into the other knee. And 6. And last thing, onto those circles. So find your position that works best. It might be different than the other side. Not too big of a deal. I would prefer that you were the same if you can be, but we might have a shoulder or a wrist injury on one side that we don't have on the other. Knee down or feet stacked. Shoulders back. Pull those abs up and in. Inhale and exhale, up we go. And lift that leg. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. And 6, 5, 4. Lift a little higher. 3, 2, 1. And done. Good. Come onto your back for me. Feet stay down. Hands right next to you. And on down we go. Good. Is your heart rate up? I'm breathing a little heavy. I like it. I'm getting a little sweaty on the mat here. We're going to go right into our shoulder bridges, and then we'll finish with some regular planks. Good news is we don't have to do side planks, right? Press down into your heels. Pull your abs up and in, squeezing the small back into the mat first. Now, give yourself a nice pelvic tilt and peel your spine up off of that mat, 1 vertebra at a time, squeezing those knees in toward each other like they're being pulled together magnetically, but just can't quite make it. Good. Up we go. Breathe a couple times here. Pull those abs in. Good. And lift just a little bit higher. Squeeze deeper through the glutes and hamstrings and peel back down. This time we're going to add on. Good. You probably can imagine what's going to be next. First, we're going to come up and we're going to do torso circles, right? So we're going to push back and around and make a big circle here. And I want you to feel your shoulders and feet kind of moving forward and back on your mat as your hips make big circles. We'll go 6 each way. Then we'll come down and we'll do some circles on each leg. Actually, we'll probably skip those because we're running out of time, I think. Yep. All right, shoulders back and down. Press that small back in. Squeeze the knees in toward each other and peel yourself up. Good. Now, I want you to push your weight into your shoulders a little bit more. So I'm trying to drag those hips into my shoulders. Now, I'm going to lift. Actually, let's go down first. We're going to lower those hips, not touching, just barely close to the mat. And then we're going to pull through the heels to make that circle. So down and push and pull. Down, push, pull. You should find your head moving on the mat. There's 6. Now we're going to go the other way. Keep those hips up. Now drag through your heels. You're feeling it in the hamstrings. Feeling like they're pressing right on into the patella. And then roll down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Squeeze. I want you to walk your feet in a little bit closer and come onto your toes. Lift up. Good job. All right, we're going to make little knee circles here. So we're going to bring that knee off and circle it around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it away and back in. 6. Now don't let your hip drop or go unsteady here. And 2, and 1. Good. Drop to your heels if you need to. Bring that knee in. Lift those hips up. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5. Like you're right in a circle on the ceiling with the knee. 2, And 1, reverse. Inhale and exhale, 6, 5, 4, open up, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Replace that foot. Squeeze the knees in. Lift those hips higher. Pull your abs in and roll yourself down nice and slow. Good. Keep the knees engaged. Don't let them fall out. And release. Good. Drop the heels. Lift the toes. Let the knees fall side to side. Here, maybe take the hands out of the way. Good. We're not quite done. Just taking a moment here to release the small back. Windshield wiper legs. I have a couple ladies in a couple of my classes that say this is their favorite Pilates move. A little bit more of a stretch than a move, but it works. Perfect. All right, we got to flip over. So I'm going to rock all the way up and just shoot through. Down, face down again into that plank series. So not a ton of time left, so we're not going to do a lot. Your first plank, though, I want to be your plank. So you might be an elbow planker, you might be a hand planker, you might be a knee planker. If you are across your ankles, that helps put the weight onto the quadriceps or the muscles more so than the patella or the kneecaps. Or you might be all the way out on the toes. But what I want you to think about before we even come up is that you are a plank, right? One long, straight piece of wood. It does not bend. So the hips don't come up before the chest or vice versa. Often we kind of get up through the shoulders and then through the belly. And I want you to really think about everything coming up all as one. And then we're going to talk about it from head to toe, what that plank should look like. So I want you to not look at your screen if you can, and just focus on really paying attention to what your body is doing. So I'm a hands and toes planker. That's kind of a middle of the road. I don't always go on my forearms. I don't always go on my hands, but typically this is my favorite. So I'm going to tuck my toes under and engage through my legs. So my glutes are engaged, my hamstrings, my quadriceps. And moving that on up into the abdominals, I'm going to pull those abs up and in from in between the legs, hiding that belly button behind the sternum. Hands are right under the shoulders. Everything's engaged. And I'm going to come up as one straight plank. Good. Now, from head to toe, I want you to look out ahead of your mat about 18 to 24 inches. On into your shoulders. Make sure the shoulder blades are pressing to the outside of the ribcage. I'm not squeezing them together. Good. On into the abdominals. Once again, pull those abs in super tight. So in class, I always tease that I'm going to punch you in the stomach, and I want you to brace for it. So I want you to squeeze like that. Now onto the glutes. Squeeze. Hamstrings, quads, as well as your calves. If you need to, come forward and back just a little bit. Remember, we can be on those knees. 2, inhale, and exhale, release. Back down. Good. All right, so this next one is going to be slightly tricky. We are actually going to come up and we're going to try to make a circle with the hand. We're going to try to go 3 times each direction on each side. Now, you might have 1 time each direction, and that's okay. You might need to come down in between sides, also okay, but you're going to try to get that letter of the day in again as we're up. You might just be right here and then make your circle. It might not even touch the mat. What I want you to think about, though, shoulders and hips stay square. I'm not letting the one hip rotate down as I'm making the circle, all right? So shoulders back, come into position. You might want to start on your knees, see how that goes, and then lift up into the hands if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and try it that way. Shoulders back. Engage through the body, all the way from the legs up into the abs, into the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, one straight line. Good. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. Mine are always just slightly ahead. All right, now square yourself off. Use the abs. 3, 2, 1. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Can you go to the other side? Inhale and exhale. 1, 2. Good. Stay square. 3. Other way. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2 and 1. Hold. Squeeze. Shoulder blades back and down. Inhale and exhale. Lower down slowly. Nice work. All right. Flatten your feet behind you. Come back into a nice clamshell stretch. Keeping your knees wide. Hips over the heels, and let your head relax. I'd like you to reach your fingertips long first, and then drag your hands back next to you, palms up. Take a moment to breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Let everything relax. You're not even stopping moving yet. Good. Go a little bit on one hip to the other to open those up. Perfect. And reach those arms out. And come onto all fours. Good. I want you to keep your left knee back and take your right knee right to the outside of your elbow here. And I want you to just push a little bit forward and pull a little bit back. And find your range of motion that is okay for both your ankle and your knee as well as that hip. And maybe you want to actually lift up that back knee and take it into a deeper runner's lunge and into more of a triangle position. And that's it for that side. So I'm going to go ahead and switch. Come on to all fours. And then bring that opposite leg to the outside. Good. Shoulders back. And just find that range of motion that works well for you today. Might be different than last time. Might be different than tomorrow. When you do this again, right? And then lift up. See if you want to do that. Oh, this side's a little tighter. Doesn't want to straighten as much. Good. And then both knees down again. Hands on the mat. Round your spine up. Tuck your toes under and push your weight off. So your knees come off and you're rounding that spine. Straighten the legs. Keep your spine rounded into an elephant stretch. Press your heels down. Straighten the spine into a pike stretch. Now you can either walk your hands to your toes, which is probably easier, or your toes to your hands to get a big stretch in through the hamstrings. Let your head relax. Grab behind those calves. Hold yourself in half just a little bit tighter. Nice and straight legs. Good stretch through the legs. Reach those arms down. Pull your abs in tight, and we're going to stack ourselves up. One vertebra on top of the other. Shoulder blades back and down. Neck and head come up last. Turn to face me for our last breath. Shoulders back and down. Heels together, toes apart again. Zip up those sides and draw your shoulders back. So I want you to work on your posture for a moment. Drawing the shoulders back and down. Head and neck long. Make sure you're not jutting that chin out or tucking it back, but it's just aligned there. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. Turn the fingertips away from each other and let everything relax. Fingertips on down. And then let those arms float down slowly. Good. No resistance, no gravity. Nice, relaxing end of class today. Thanks so much for joining me. I think it was kind of a more challenging class than sometimes I teach, but I really enjoyed it. I got good and sweaty. I like that. So thanks again for joining me. Remember, you can find me at Kim Hillard on YouTube. You can find me on the Four Seasons Facebook page and Four Seasons website under the portion that says trainer, and then it says train with your favorite trainers and instructors. And I am Kim H or Kim Hillard there on Four Seasons. So hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Thanks again for joining me.